Well, now think how you say the words butter. What if I told you, or even the word water, or even the word bottle, even the word city, you say city. Well, what if I told you, what probably saying it wrong? Well, don't worry, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to pronounce the most powerful British English sound, which is the letter T, in both accents. Glottalization, which is all about Cockney accent, and even the modified version, which is a received pronunciation. And by the end of this video, you will sound more natural, more realistic, and of course, even more fluent at the same time, and a little bit more like a native English speaker to play around with the letter T. In standard British English, which is known as received pronunciation, the letter T is clearly pronounced. Let's take a few examples in a words like water, water, better, better, bottle, bottle. Here that T, the letter T, is a sharp and precise and unmistakable. But I mean, like, here is a twist for you. In many modern RP accents, especially around London, the letter T can behave very differently. And I would say, so what if I told you here's where the glottalization happens? It sounds made by the cutting off the airflow at the vocal cords, okay? Sort of like, soft and catch in the throat. You would use it in English, and I think a lot of people that might say, instead of saying better, you might say better. This is where the sounds made by briefly cutting off the airflow at the end of your vocal cords. Better is the little pause. The glottal stop here happens. Now listen again, but with the British words. We say butter. In received pronunciation, you say butter. You might say better, butter, okay? You say butter. Bottle, bottle, you say bottle, bottle. Water, 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 okay? This is very common in Cockney accent, Eastern English, and of course, a lot of different accents in sort of pronouncing the full T. The speaker cuts off the glottal stop. It's a quick and casual and definitely British. So if you want to sound even more like but informal, not formal, you have to use the glottalization. Instead of city, the word city, you can say city, city, okay? City. Here's a cool part. Some speakers in the UK, especially the younger generations, you might see like oftenly they drop the letter T, glottal stop. So they use glottalization quite a lot of it all the time. So I would say the word football in received pronunciation, you might hear football, 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 you might hear football. And even the glottalization in the word foot, foot, not foot, football, okay? That's called core articulation, okay, where the glottal stop is used just before the T. So that's core articulation. It gives you modern British vibe without even sounding too Cockney or too posh. Words to practice here. You might say like, why modern received pronunciation sometimes they pronounce the letter T and sometimes they don't? Well, I would say the letter T in modern RP pronunciation, if you want to sound even more formal, you have to pronounce the letter T. Whereas even if you don't want to sound more formal, you can use Cockney accent, which is a glottalization or glottal stop. Each version, ask yourself which one sounds more natural in the context you're aiming for. I would say, now let's put all the sentence full together and repeat after me slowly and clearly. She bought a bottle of water. She bought a bottle of water. That's in modern received pronunciation, of course. It's better to get it done today. He lives in a pretty city. He lives in a pretty city. What about Cockney accent, which is a glottalization? She bought a bottle of water. She bought Or you can say she bought a bottle of water. She bought a bottle of water. He lives in a pretty city. He lives in a pretty city. You see how I do cut the airflow on my vocal cords using the glottalization. She lives in a pretty city. She bought a bottle of water. She bought a bottle of water. She bought a bottle of water. It's better, or you can say it's better to get it done. It's better to get it done. It's better to get it done. And you can say he lives in a pretty city. He lives in a pretty city. Notice how I still sound British, but less exaggerated than the full glottal usage. Here is your daily challenge if you want to practice it. Say them all in 3 styles. You've got glottally stop and combine them together, then record yourself, and of course play it back. Ask yourself, what mistake have I made, or did I sound natural? And dropping the letter T completely or blending it. Do this 5 minutes, every 5 minutes, and you will notice a difference fast. The letter T can't be that difficult, but is a humble after all. It's signature that sounds of British English. Learn when to keep it and when to pronounce it, when to blend it, and when the glottally stop how to do it for the authentic modern UK sound. If this video helped you to differentiate or to distinguish between a modern received pronunciation and Cockney accent, let me know in the comments. And of course, just a little bit of disclaimer before we end the video. Now, as you probably know, this channel is all about received pronunciation. I don't really teach, I don't participate all about Cockney, because I do speak with received pronunciation, which is a modified version of RP pronunciation. If you are looking to to learn Cockney accent, not receive pronunciation, I might probably say, unfortunately, this channel might not help. But I hope this makes sense, and I hope you'll be able to find the right source where you can be able to practice your Cockney accent, and that's all about it.